do it. And last, I'd like to thank Mrs. Fleming for her honesty and integrity. I don't think we had a meeting here tonight. It hadn't been finished. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mason. Don Hefner.
Don Hefner, and I'd like to talk a little bit about the budget. But first off, I would like to really congratulate Commissioner Fleming for making possible for this evening meeting to happen. If it had not been for her, from what I understand, we would not be here after hours work time, where a lot of these people couldn't come. I guess we first start getting a perception of how things are going to go when a new court comes into place. Well, the first thing that I noticed about the budget was you did set up a public hearing. And guess what? It's the same day you were going to sign off on the final budget approval. That tells me you did not care about public input, comments on the budget. Now, maybe I'm wrong. That's the perception I got, but those were the same date. If I'm wrong, correct me. But you set that public hearing up the same day that you were going to approve the final budget. I guess as I talk to some of these employees here, they got a 16.5% increase. When you were having just daytime hearings, were they given the opportunity to take time off from work and come in and voice their opinions and comments? I don't know. I guess maybe they didn't have an opportunity, and they've always been vocal in the past. We've always listened to them. They're our employees, and we're concerned about them also. But I think by setting up public hearings the way you originally set it up, they would have no opportunity unless you give them time off from work to come in and be part of the meeting, which seems wrong. Well, what this leads me down to, and it's all been said about the 30 and 45% increases. I totally disagree with that. If anything, it should not exceed what the employees are getting. But what worries me then, here we now go into the jail situation, and where are we? Yeah, we 134 million, came out 99 million, just under 100 million. Okay, we're supposed to feel good about that. Now, we're still talking about 4 floors or 5 floors. Don't we know that yet? Maybe you guys do know that now, that you're writing your bond package and you're defining a specific set of numbers. But is it 99 million? Is it 104 million? Is it 105 million? Because if we add another floor, it's 5 to 6.5 million more. Well, 5 to 6.5 million is not penny change. And I guess the thing that bothers me is when I hear people like the judge say, we should shell out this additional money to have a backup and have extra space. Shell out? Half of $500 or $5 million more? Give us the story. People should know what they're going to vote on and approve. I think we're going down the same road on the jail as we're just going down on the budget, and you see the dissatisfaction on that. So I guess there's going to be a lot of dissatisfaction, misunderstanding. I don't know where we stand on the jail situation today. Maybe you do, but you're going to put down in writing on paper tomorrow what's going to go into the bond package. Well, I hope it's right, but we don't know, have the slightest idea what it's going to include. Thank you.
Thank you. David Stein. Andrew Mellentry.
My name is Andrew Mellentry. I live in Tyler, Texas. I've lived here for 59 years, all of which time I've been a taxpaying citizen. I want to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to come before you and tell you that I applaud the three of you who had the courage to do what you've done, and I 100% totally, heartily support the proposed salary increase.
Thank you, Mr. Military. Did you find David Stein? Kay Davenport.
My name is Kay Davenport, and I'm a resident of Smith County. And I wanted to let you know that I support your increase for not only the employees, but for the court. This court manages a $70 million budget a year and has over 700 employees. And I don't know of any major corporation or even a minor one with that type of a budget and that number of employees that have the type of salary levels that you all have had for so many years. And I know that the employees' increases are not percentage-wise as much, but it's my understanding that for so many years they did not have any increases upon which to base an annual merit increase. Therefore, they got pretty much far behind on the salary level. And I just hope that in the future that you will be able to have them have an annual increase or merit increase of some sort, so that their salary levels can come up, but because they are very, very low, and it's sad to see people who work all day doing a job that's very important here, out in stores and taking extra jobs and whatever to try to make ends meet. But I do appreciate you taking the courage to step forward and have the leadership of this county have an income that makes you work harder and work smarter, and to lead this county so that in the future we can all be proud of it, because this is a big operation, and up to now we've done things on such a meager budget that I'm concerned that we're going to have significant problems in the future. So thank you for taking the courage to stand up and do this.
Thank you, Ms. Davenport. David Stein.
Chief Gorman reminded me only 5 minutes. I guess brevity has never been one of my attributes, but it certainly will take less than that. But again, just thank you guys for the opportunity to come here and talk to you tonight about the budget. And really, I'd like to address 4 things tonight, very plain and very simply. Number one, I think the employee raises are needed. I think everybody has been pretty vocal and pretty supportive of that. What I'd like to see is a continuance of what was started a year ago, and that was more of a push towards a merit-based system, allowing people the opportunity to earn through performance and through productivity. I think you would be well measured to push along in that direction. Secondly is, we've heard figures about $1.9 million in savings through the plan. I mean, frankly, I think it's somewhat misguided, if not misleading. Salaries alone never solve a problem. It doesn't. Study after study have been shown that making raises and just salaries alone don't accomplish the things that you want to. U.S. Department of Labor statistics, I mean, they prove that and they show that although the figures that we show, about a 21 or a 22% figure here of turnover, in the government sector it's slightly less than that, but frankly we fall within the average of the state and of the Southeast and the Southwest. So more than the salaries is going to have to be done. Secondly, I mean, the raises, and I know there's been a lot of emotion tonight, politics aside, personalities aside, what's a good business decision? I don't think that the suggestion of the raises that you guys have proposed for yourself is the right decision to make, giving yourselves the largest share above and beyond what is being given to the county employees is not a good decision, and we've seen it in businesses with companies such as Enron and companies such as WorldCom. Turnover of elected officials is not a problem. I mean, in my opinion, the only problem that we may have in there is we might not have enough of it. People who are elected officials generally stay for a long time. You guys knew what the salaries were coming in, and if the salaries were not adequate, I mean, there was a solution, and